Just what are we talking about and speaking about when we talking about being on code with other black people? And to me, from my perspective, what being on code with other black people means is that whenever you walking down the street, as soon as you see a brother or sister, you acknowledge them with a head nod. You know, even if they don't return the favor, you don't go ice grilling and meat mugging. We got to get away from that. As soon as we see another black person ice grilling and meat mugging, see, that's kind of stuff has been put onto our culture from the white supremacists. They taught some of our people how to have this hatred towards black people while letting white people get off the hook. And also, what being on code means, whenever you got the ability to do so, you support black-owned businesses first. Black-owned businesses become first priority at the top of your list. And also, what being on code is that whenever you have a petty argument, dispute, or difference with a brother, you don't just run to the internet to immediately start blasting that brother or sister. In fact, you don't run to the internet at all. We got to learn to start handling arguments and disputes in the private. You know, if we got to chastise somebody, we do it around our people. Pull that person by their coattail and pull them to the side. And certain things can be ironed out just through talking to a person and getting some different perspective on things. But by you running to the internet and immediately beginning to blast that person, that takes something that's so small and minute and grows it to a wildfire. And a lot of times, by the time you take it to the internet, this leads for other people to have dialogue and make a little problem worse, because now outsiders are interfering in the business of something that should be dealt with as family business. And we got to understand that starting to deal with things, you know, just with the family, being B1 first. And also, something I want to give y'all is that when white people have petty arguments and disputes, they put all their differences to the side in favor of the greater good of a specific group. And that's part of the game my people got to start learning and start getting up on game with. Whenever white people, even if they in a room, if they're in a company of a whole bunch of white people and let a black person walk in that room, they immediately become on code with one another and put all their petty arguments and disputes to the side in favor of the greater good of their group. And that's what we got to start learning and start being about, is being about blackness first. And that's what being on code means. But it ain't just limited to that. Being on code means putting your people first. Just my thoughts on the matter. Peace.